What's going on, everybody? Just got done watching Netflix's new Outlaw King, directed by David Mackenzie, starring Chris Pine, playing one of Scotland's most famous celebrities, Robert the Bruce. Basically, it's an unofficial sequel to Braveheart. That's the best way to put it. You may know Mackenzie from directing Hell or High Water. Haven't seen it, looked good though. All the acting all the way around was fantastic, and the director, David Mackenzie, did a fantastic job at presenting this film. The only returning actor from Braveheart is James Cosmo, but he's playing a completely different character, so I mean, that's kind of weird to wrap your head around. It's not weird, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that they worked William Wallace into this movie, very subtly, but obvious, if that makes sense. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this movie. It was good. Cinematically, it was beautiful. The score was fantastic. I saw the vision, it was there. But it was just the substance, and maybe it was the lack of substance in this movie that made it kind of a difficult enjoyment for me. I loved every second of watching and listening to this movie. The first 8 minutes of this film is all one shot, all one take. I love it. The style, I love it. The acting, I loved it. But this movie could have been better. It did not offer enough. When the movie actually kicks into action, you're like, oh right, let's win our freedom. It's over like 30 minutes later. The runtime was just over 2 hours when it could have easily been 2 hours and 20, 2 hours and 30 minutes even. Because I guess spoilers, watch out, the movie ends at the Battle of Loudon Hill. It's slow motion and some credits roll up. This was the turning point in the war, blah, 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 some historical facts. But the big battle, the Battle of Bannockburn, that's where they actually defeated English soldiers, and that was like the stamping point that began the freedom of Scotland from the English, even though their legitimate freedom didn't come till about 14 years later. But whatever, history, you know. That's my biggest thing with this movie, is just the fact it had everything it needed to be longer and show us more and give us more and just be a better movie. But for some reason, not sure why, it just wasn't. Yes, I'm aware a lot was cut out from the Scottish Film Festival when it premiered, but that's not the end of the movie. That's just stuff that happened in the middle. The special effects in this movie were hit and miss, mainly when it came to the gore and the violence. Sometimes it looked really good, it looked really brutal. Other times, there's one particular kill, it's just a hardcore stab and slab, but it looked really, really fake. Like, it looked like you could see the green screen on this dude as they just like put another film over it of his blood coming out. It was a cool death to put in there, and it was brutal as fuck, but it looked really bad. That's just a little nitpick where it kind of brings you out of the movie. That being said, it was still worth the watch. I'll definitely buy it. It sucks that it just didn't go half an hour longer, because everything was there. It was great. Everything was there. Overall, this is a good movie, and I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It could have been better, but it wasn't a terrible film. What we received looked good. It sounded good. Everything was great. I just wish it progressed another half an hour, showed the big battle, and then it could have ended. Yes, there's some historical inaccuracies here, but for the most part, personally, I think it did a pretty good job at showing a true story. It holds a candle up to Braveheart, but in the end, Braveheart is just immensely better. That's my quick little throwdown of this Outlaw King movie. Have you guys seen it? What'd you think? Did you like Braveheart? If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest watching it. If you enjoyed Braveheart, you'll enjoy this movie, but you'll enjoy Braveheart more. It's just, that's just what it is. Sorry. Yeah. Bye.